Hi there, Jenny. This is Betsy. I offered to show you how to do this very quickly, and of course, then the nerves get the best of me, and I realize there are a bunch of professionals out there that will probably have many different ways to do this. So keep in mind that I'm sure there are other ways. This is one way that I've done this for a bunch of years, and I teach high school, so it seems to work with a lot of different levels. So first, let me go ahead and turn off my grid. That was from something else. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to say image canvas size, and I'm going to go ahead and lock my canvas to the left, which is going to allow me to add essentially extra space to the other side. I'm going to zoom out. Okay, deselect that. Yep. Take my marquee tool, which is shortcut M, and I'm going to go ahead and make a selection. Notice I'm cropping in a little bit because I don't want the extra white, and I'm going to Command J, which is layer via copy, hit V, which is taking me back to my arrow tool, and then I'm going to go transform, flip horizontally. So now I have the freedom to move this over, which is going to create the nice lined up pixels that you're looking for. Okay, so then what I do is I go ahead and I crop that whole image down to a nice panorama, which again, it's going to give you double the space in your planet, but again, it's going to make it look really nice. Okay, so I'm also going to just flatten my layers here, flatten image for the next step. Okay, so the next step, and again, this has been quite some time since I've done this, so forgive me if it takes too long, but I'm going to go ahead and deselect the relative proportion, and because this is such a large image, I'm going to select the value of the height and just paste it for the value of the width. Okay, and then we're going to see what happens here. And actually that's not what I want to do. I want to go back to image size and do that. Sorry, I was on canvas size. Okay, and I'm going to take off constraint proportions because while I don't normally do that, I want to stretch this for my next step. So at this point, your step might be that you already know how to do the polar coordinates, but for those that maybe don't, I'm going to go ahead and just continue. Okay, so now I have what I never want, which is a stretched, compressed image into a square, but it really works when you see what happens next. Okay, so then I believe we're going to go to filter, and we are going to go to distort, and we are going to go to polar coordinates. And in a second here, we are going to either have a planet or the reverse of a planet, which is what we have. So now you have this nice ring, and you see that it automatically lined up. So if that's too much for you and you didn't want your planet to be that big, you could just take a smaller section and do the reverse. The other step that I used to have my students do is I would at this point then flip the canvas vertically and do the same thing, so that then they get the sky where they want the sky and the lake where they want the lake, which is what you have here.